for you. But it did make me sort of see the perks of having that, releasing that bestial side, once a month. Yeah, I don't know, I go back and forth though. And, I don't have to choose, because I have the best of both worlds. So.
Hey Joseph, we got one right here in the front.
Hi Joseph, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is there any home comforts from England that you miss?
Yeah, like, well, like specifically English, or, well, for me, like, I miss, like, my mum, and, sitting by the fire at my mum's place. She's got a really cozy, yeah, like chips from the chip shop, proper portion of chips, yeah, I mean, you can get more stuff here now. Like, there's a place called World Market where you can get like Branston pickle and PG tips and all of that. So, and hobnobs. Love hobnobs. If you've never tried a hobnob, do yourself a favour. Get to World Market, get some hobnobs, make a cup of tea, dear. You'll thank me. Yeah. So that's great. I can have some like comforts here, but yeah, really the people, and I just love London. I love the city. It's where I was born, and I was a student there, and I lived there for 10 years after I left drama school, and got into all sorts of trouble there. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. Thanks.
All right, another question down
Yes.
the front.
It's absolute kismet that you mentioned Glenn Duncan in The Last Werewolf, because that's my question. At the previous Eyecon you were here, we got talking about books, and you said that one of the best books was, and I believe you said he's a friend of yours?
No, I never
all right.
met him, no.
At any rate,
Maybe I said that. Yeah. I actually helped him write it.
you recommended that book because you said that you just had read it and you loved it. I got the book, I read it. When he put out the next two in the series, I read them.
Me too.
I have read the series completely over again
Trilogy.
a couple times.
Oh, wow.
Love the series. Now,
Yes.
do you have another recommendation?
Yes, I do. Yeah, and you know what's funny is this was actually recommended to me by fans, and I got given, I get sent books sometimes, so my dressing room has a big bookshelf of all the books I've been sent, and I try and work my way through, and there was this one book that got sent to me 3 times, so I had 3 copies of this book, and it's called The Passage by Justin Cronin. And so eventually, I was like, well, I gotta read it. There's some reason this, book keeps coming to me. So I started reading it, and I just thought it was the most terrific book ever. And I've read it once, and then there's a second book in the trilogy called The 12, which I've read, and the third book is coming out, I think, next year. So, in anticipation of the third book, I'm currently listening to the audiobook of The Passage again to try and work my way through it. But it's a huge apocalyptic thriller. Kind of, there's a vampiric element to it, but they're like real monsters. They're not, prettified in any way. They're horrific. And it's about the end of the world, and then it spans over more than 100 years. It's really great, and it's just written really well. I like, when I go in a bookshop and I'm interested in a book, I like to just read the first page or two and see if it jumps out at me. And that's why I love Stephen King so much, because I feel like you can just tear through his books. They're written so well, So yeah, The Passage, do yourself a favor.